Welcome, Capricorn, lovely Earth sign. Welcome to Sweet Tree of Life Tarot. Thank you for joining me today for the reading for September 2022. Let's go ahead and see in the Tree of Life spread on the top of the tree what we read as the issue is the unknown card. So the unknown card basically lets you know that it doesn't mean that you have the answers available right away. It's either something that's not quite clear from the current past or something is going to be happening in the future. So further steps need to be taken in order to clarify the bigger picture. And it is also important to look at the deeper issue, to dip deeper into the issue at hand in order to find the answers. Another thing that it does kind of advise you on is the importance of moving forward with that open mind and without bias. So you might have to kind of rethink on how you view things a little bit in order to kind of look into it a little deeper without bias or with an open mind. Right here in the number 2 position, we have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is traditionally a wish card. It is about achieving your goals, having those dreams come true. Once a wish is granted, though, it cautions you that it may not be something you want anymore. So it could be something that you think you wanted, and now you're deciding that maybe that's not what I really wanted. So it does caution you that what you put out into the universe, you get back. And as you can see that she has a full moon here, but the full moon does not light her path completely. So she does have to count a lot on her intuition and her faith and spirituality to kind of get her through this. And then in the number 3 position, we have the Three of Wands. Now the Three of Wands here is what's been created. It's kind of like the card of exploration, adventure, visionaries, kind of like endless possibilities and foresight, just kind of looking into the crystal ball, trying to see what's happening in her area, in her realm, to see what is going to be coming about. So she waits to see what rewards will be coming after investing her time, her diligence, and her passion. She's trying to see what's going to be coming down that road with her crystal ball. And then, of course, right here in the number 4 position, we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles here, it tells me that, it's usually like a cautious and thorough and thoughtful and hardworking knight. So he is very much stability. He has stability. He has reliability. He's a loyal and trustworthy partner. But he does have a lot of all work, no play kind of type of energy. And this is the kind of energy that's kind of keeping you building to keep going forward. You have that energy to keep working hard, but it just cautions you to kind of, no work and no play. It's not a good balance. You want to be a little bit more balanced in that area. But it's definitely a very positive card and continuing to build that energy forward. In the number 5 position, I have the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands here is going to be in the reverse position. It looks like you're dealing with a partner or your boyfriend or girlfriend. If it's a romantic situation, your boyfriend or girlfriend, this looks like you're dealing with a Sagittarius or an Aries or a Leo. It definitely seems to be coming out as a fire sign or having those type of energies. It can represent a person who is cocky, arrogant, and rash. It can also indicate an irresponsible, kind of jealous kind of atmosphere. So kind of a little bit toxic because of the jealous aspect of it. Or it could also be, if it's something to deal with business, it could be somebody that's being insensitive in business, like a business partner. But definitely if it's a romantic partner, they tend to be a little bit on the cocky side right now. And that could be something that's kind of causing a little issue in your relationship. And can also, especially if they're being arrogant or rash. So it does caution you to, you want to dissolve that kind of attitude that they might be having. You might want to talk to them about it to dissolve that attitude because it looks like it is causing some strain on your relationship. Right here in the synergy of the whole card here, of this whole reading, it's a beautiful card. It's major arcana card and it's strength. And I love this card. She's like there with her warrior, like a warrior with her line also representing strength. And it's not really just representing the strength of like physical strength. It's more representing the strength of mind as opposed to the physical strength. So it's that inner strength and courage that you have. She has passions, kindness, confidence, and willpower. So it definitely seems like this is something that you have and are portraying, and you'll be able to get through this situation here where it's kind of a little bit of a situation with your loved one, with your lover. Now what we have here in the number 7 position is the victory card. And we have the Hermit, major arcana card. This card is usually one where you retreat from the world into like more solitude, searching within yourself for that deeper meaning that we were talking about here also on the top of the deck, where you want to find that deeper meaning, moving forward, open-minded. So it's all connecting. It also has that patience to be able to look within. That way you might have to take a little pause. So time to put it and put projects on hold and get rid of any distractions so that you can concentrate on being introspective and kind of focusing on what you need to do in your situation and meditate on it in order to be able to reevaluate if this is the path you want to continue to take. Okay, this looks like you're having some doubts on whether to take this path or not in this relationship with your lover, with your boyfriend and girlfriend, so forth. If it's a business relationship, it could be something that you're considering. Do you want to have that partner in your relationship or continue with that type of job or project that you're working at a job rather? So right here in the number 8 position reveals what you want. Right here is the 4 of Cups. Right now, it seems like you're a little bit indifferent, a little bit bored, maybe just centering more on yourself and other areas. But it's definitely reminding you, again, a card of introspection and withdrawal during these times of uncertainty. So there's a lot of uncertainty in here that is kind of bringing up where you need to be reflective and turn inward to really focus and meditate on what you need to do next. And then just remember that there are other opportunities opening up for you. You have, like, she has the cups behind her. She's not even noticing it because she's kind of just focused on this area and being a little too introspective on the self rather than on the deeper meaning of the situation. And then, of course, you have the moon not lighting your path completely. So you do have to count on that intuition that you have, on that self-reflection with it for the deeper meaning, and of course on your spirituality as well, and looking at those opportunities that you might be missing around you. And then right here in how you see yourself or others see you, we have the 2 of Swords. So even others are seeing you or you're seeing yourself as, reaching an impasse, a stalemate, like you don't know which way you're going to be going, which path you're going to be taking, because you do have the 2 swords and the blindfold here, meaning you have to take that blindfold off because you're refusing to see the problem at hand, therefore avoiding making a decision. But just remember that making a decision or not making it, or rather not making a decision, is still considered making a decision. So make sure that you do look at everything. As you can see, the light of hope is coming out, more light into the situation. But it seems like you're kind of stuck and you have to be introspective and be grounded the way you are as an earth sign, and kind of look at things, make your decision a little bit more with pause to really think about it. Now, the outcome card, what we have where you're radiating out, is the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is, she's very self-sufficient, very refined. She's comfortable in her surroundings. She's built a life that she really visualized for herself and is fulfilled and content. So this is a very positive card to be, as your outcome card is radiating that, that you will be able to do and fulfill what you need to do. But of course, you have to kind of make a decision on which way you're going to be heading. Now, right here, let me go ahead and just pull a little bit, one more card in the 11th position here, since we do have the unknown card, just to see if there's a little more clarity. And there's not too much more clarity. It is the moon. The moon, does not light your path, obviously. Again, counting on your intuition and your spirituality to kind of get you through this, and of course your instinct. It is usually a card of dreams and subconscious, even psychic abilities, and again, the intuition comes into play. It does beckon you to reach higher levels of enlightenment. So in other words, you must face your past fears head on in order to continue your journey. So you're going to have to face those fears head on to continue your journey. And you do have that strength card here, very much in the middle of the reading, saying that you can get through this. But of course, you have to take pause and make sure that you're taking everything into account before making your next steps. Right here we have the pillar of severity, and then the pillar here, the column of mercy, and in the middle, a column of harmony. As you go back up the pillar of harmony, You'll see a kind of a recap of what we talked about, but also maybe a little bit different perspective of your situation. You have what it takes to get to this goal that you have. You're self-sufficient. You've built something for yourself that you're very proud of. Right here, though, with this Knight of Wands, right? Whether it be Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, with your boyfriend or girlfriend, right here is showing that you do have to think about some situations and make a decision. Go introspectively, but don't forget these opportunities that are behind you. Make sure you're looking at the whole picture very carefully, including the opportunities that are being offered to you. And of course, keep going, cautiously, very thoroughly, like the Knight of Pentacles, and having that inner strength to go forward. But, in dealing with this person that's kind of arrogant or cocky, or maybe even the jealousy aspect of it. And then, of course, as you go up, going through the moon, making sure that you are seeing that higher self of yours, dealing with those things that you need to deal with that you haven't dealt with head on. And then, of course, as you look into the future and trying to making sure that maybe what you wish for, if it's wishing for to be with this person or not to be with this person, it could go either way. Just, make it what you wish for, and that may not be still what you want. So definitely take time to reflect, meditate, search within your intuition. Maybe speak to close friends or family that you trust their judgment as well, because sometimes we can't see as clearly when we're in the situation. I hope that this brings you a more positive perspective of your situation right now. If you like this reading, please subscribe so that I know that you want me to continue making the readings for next month. Please feel free to share, like, comment. Definitely share it with someone that you think might want to have this kind of message come to them because of the situation they might be in. And I hope to see you here next month. I'm wishing you lots of peace, light, and love. See you soon.